welcome to Kamath Astrology. And today again I am going to give a different video. So the month of July, that is starting from 20th July till 17th August 2021, is a time when we should be extremely cautious, because this is the time when opposing energies are playing their role and there will be rise in fanatism. So the next question you will ask me is, why are you cautioning us, and what is the basis for making this statement that there are opposing energies playing their role and there is a rise in religious fanatism in this time period? Now let us look at this chart. This is the chart as on 20th July 2021, and 20th July 2021, after 5:25 pm, Mars enters into the sign of Leo or Simha Rashi. Okay, and Venus is already present in this sign. So, what is so great about this? If Mars is entering into the sign of Leo, Mars is entering into the sign of Sun, and Sun is a friend of Mars. So, what is the issue? So, till now, Mars was very weak. He was in the sign of Cancer. And before entering Leo, Mars has to cross a danger zone that is called as the Gandanta. The Gandanta is the region between a fire sign and a water sign. And it is also the point at which a nakshatra and a Rashi change simultaneously. So now, Mars is moving out of the sign of Cancer on 20th July. He is crossing the Gandanta and entering into the sign of Leo. And he is also changing the nakshatra. So till now he was in Aslesha nakshatra, and now he is going to enter into the Magha nakshatra. And in the sign of Leo, he will be conjunct Venus or Shukra. Now, what is Venus or Shukra? Venus or Shukra is luxury, passion, lust, love. And what is Mars? Mars is intense action. He represents intensity. So he inflames Venus, which means that across the world there will be some kind of loss of harmony, because Venus represents the balance in our life, the balance in our partnerships. And when Mars comes in conjunction with Venus, it inflames the lust in Venus. It brings about a kind of disharmony due to lustful thinking, extreme passion, extreme desire. Now the good thing about this is Jupiter is aspecting this combination. So Jupiter somehow cools down Venus despite the intense heat of Mars. But again there is a problem here. Both Jupiter and Venus are gurus, and both these gurus represent opposite ideals. Jupiter is Dev Guru, Venus is Asur Guru, and Mars is inflaming the Asur Guru. Okay, that is, he is inflating the Asuric tendencies within us. And Jupiter's aspect somehow calms this down. But this also means opposing religious ideas. Now each person starts believing that his religion is more superior than another's religion, and this leads to some kind of fanatism. So in short, because two gurus are involved and Mars is inflaming Venus, this brings about disharmony related to religious thinking, and it brings about a strange kind of fanatism. Another thing to note is that Saturn is in Capricorn, Mars is now in Leo, and therefore they form a Shadashtak Yoga. That is, Saturn is 6 places away from Mars and Mars is 8 places away from Saturn if you look in the clockwise direction. So now, what is Saturn in Capricorn? Saturn in Capricorn is nothing but the common people, the masses. Why? Because Saturn represents masses, and Capricorn is the natural 10th house in the zodiac belt, which also represents the government. Now, where is Mars placed? Mars is placed in the sign of Leo. What is Leo all about? It is about royalty. It is about authority. It is about fame. It is about power. Okay, and since Saturn and Mars are forming a Shadashtak Yoga, Mars also represents the military general, he represents the police, he represents the commander. So now there is a disharmony between the common people, that is Saturn, and Mars the commander. So you will see lot of people coming out in protest in this time period against the government, against the police, against any armed force. Okay, so there is some kind of imbalance, there is some kind of disharmony because of this Shadashtak Yuga. Also, if you see, Sun and Saturn are mutually aspecting each other. Okay, again, what is Sun? Sun is the light. Okay, Sun is ego. And what is Saturn? Saturn is humility. Saturn is hard work. Saturn is struggle. Saturn is opposition. Saturn is restriction. So again you can see some kind of conflict between the common man and the king, because they are in opposition to each other. The sign of Cancer talks about emotions. Sun is a fiery planet, and when such a fiery planet is placed in the sign of Cancer, which is nothing but a watery sign, emotions flare up. So when Mars is transiting the Gandanta, especially between 19th July and 20th July, you will see that a lot of emotional outbursts will be there in the world, because there is some kind of disharmony when a planet like Mars is trying to cross the border between a fire sign and a water sign. Also, Sun and Saturn represent opposite ideals. Okay, and therefore you will see a lot of disharmony or disagreement between the masses and the king or the government. Another thing to note is that Jupiter and Sun are also forming a Shadashtak Yoga, although both Jupiter and Sun are friends, natural friends. So you can see Jupiter is 8 places away from the Sun when you see it in the clockwise direction in this chart, and the Sun is 6 places away from Jupiter. Again, this forms a Shadashtak Yoga. Okay, which means the government will definitely receive wise counsel, but the ego will block the government from taking that good advice. And therefore, certain decisions may go wrong because Saturn is also aspecting the Sun, thus impacting the decision taking ability of the government. Since Venus is also inflamed because of Mars, although Jupiter is aspecting it, Jupiter also represents opposite ideals to Venus, and therefore both these gurus represent religion or dharma, and therefore there is some kind of religious conflict, some kind of conflict over beliefs, because Jupiter also represents our belief system. Venus represents our desire for lust and passion. Okay, and therefore this gives rise to fanaticism. This gives rise to a belief that my religion is more superior than yours, and therefore disparate groups may engage in verbal fights or even physical fights with each other in this time period. So this is a time when we need to be extremely cautious. When you are going out, do not get into any argument with people or with the police officers or with anyone in this time period, because this is a time when definitely there is going to be disharmony. And since Venus and Mars are going to stay in the sign of Leo for almost a month, Jupiter is going to stay in the sign of Aquarius till September 14th. Saturn is already there in Capricorn, and he is not going to move out of Capricorn till April 2022. Okay, these things will continue at least for this 1 month, because around August 17th or August 16th, Sun is going to transit into the sign of Leo. Venus will also move out of the sign of Leo and go into debilitation. So when Sun and Mars come together, okay, Mars is going to be in the sign of Leo till almost, I think, 5th September 2021. So Sun and Mars, when they come together in the sign of Leo, there will be harmony and good thinking will prevail in that time period, because Jupiter will then aspect Sun and Mars, and Venus would have moved away from this combination. So friends, starting 20th July, 2021 till 30th August 2021, be very careful. Do not indulge into religious disputes or arguments on the basis of your religion being superior to another's religion. Okay? Because anyway, there is going to be a lot of fanatism in the atmosphere in this time period. So be careful, stay safe, and do not get into unnecessary conflicts and arguments, is all I want to tell you about this particular transit. Now, despite all this negativity, there is one more good thing, that is, Mercury is in his own sign. Okay, Mercury is in the sign of Gemini, which is his own house, which means our communications will be crystal clear. Okay, so if we use our wisdom, if we use our logic, then we will not fall into this trap of fanatism or argument over religion, and harmony will prevail. So make use of your strong Mercury and do not fall prey to such arguments which will unnecessarily cause dispute across the world. Another reason for this disharmony is also because Mars puts its fourth aspect on Ketu, who already is present in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, and therefore Ketu also represents a headless warrior. So Ketu is like a mercenary. He goes out to fight and he does not care about the consequences because he does not have a head. Right? So in this time period, Mars's aspect on Ketu can make people behave in a very fanatical way, in a very strange way, and therefore it is a time to be cautious. It is a time when we should try to prevent any religious conflict which can lead to riots or any other kind of disharmony. So friends, this is a time to be cautious. COVID is not such a big threat in this time period, but definitely this lack of harmony or these opposing energies and this ongoing Shadashtak is definitely a cause of concern. Another important point is that Mars is crossing the Gandanta around 19th July and 20th July. Okay, and therefore this is a time when our borders can be tense and some kind of terrorist activities can also take place. So this is 1 month where we need to be extremely cautious and try to avoid any disputes based on the lines of religion or any such topic. Use your wise counsel and know that God is one. There are not multiple gods. The same God can have multiple forms. So do not fall into a fight based on religious beliefs. So friends, thanks a lot. Now, if you are not subscribed to my channel Kamath Astrology, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button. To know more about us, please visit our website astroseva.tripod.com. For any queries, consultations, email us at astrosevaworld@yahoo.com. So friends, bye. Take care. Stay safe.